Plenty of cloud cover, but we are dry for today. That's going to be the case as we go through at least the evening commute. And then we do have a cold front off to our west. That's sparking a few snow showers back into areas of Illinois. So that's going to be moving our way and give us a chance for some snow showers, mainly through the overnight hours. And that's, again, a cold front. It's going to usher in some much colder air for us. Notice temperatures back towards Minneapolis are just in the teens. So some of that cold air is going to be heading our way with that front. First thing though, we're going to have some light snow through the overnight hours. If you do have some travel plans for the overnight, or if you're an early worker, you might need just a little bit of extra time as that snow falls. It's not really going to amount to too much. Most of that is going to be exiting as we get into the AM rush. So hopefully most of us not going to be too much of an issue. Certainly not going to be as much snow as what we had Monday night and into Tuesday. We'll time this out with that National Design Mart hour by hour forecast. Again, we are looking mostly dry through that evening commute. Nothing weather-wise to worry about there. As we get later into the evening, first part of the overnight, we start to see a few of those snow showers developing, and we'll see those, at least the possibility of them, through much of the overnight hours. Some on and off showers will be possible for us. As we get into tomorrow morning, a lot of that steadier snow is going to be exiting. A chance we get just a little bit of lake effect to kick in behind that. Temperature-wise, we're going to have our technical highs for Thursday probably at midnight, certainly before sunrise. Again, that snow is part of a cold front, so even as that snow exits and we're looking drier for the rest of the day, we'll even get some clearing in our skies. Temperatures are going to take a tumble. We're going to be down into the 20s and then eventually teens even for many of us as we head into that evening commute. So it might be brighter for the evening, but it's definitely going to be a colder scenario that sets up for that latter part of Thursday. So again, we're not talking about major accumulations with this by any means. For most of us, just a dusting to a half an inch. You might get a little more action if we get some of that lake effect to kick in. Some of those areas locally over 1 inch for the snow belt in particular. As we get into the rest of the week, really we're not going to watch too much in terms of snow potential. It's really just the cold that we're going to focus on for the rest of this week. We could see just a chance for a couple of brief showers as we get into the weekend. Nothing terribly well organized, at least for our neck of the woods. Into next week though, we still have the cold around. We're going to watch some clippers that could move through. One into Tuesday, another one lining up for Wednesday, and some more activity beyond that. That could set us up for some very unsettled conditions into next week. And of course, temperatures with all this are going to be well below average with that Union Home Mortgage forecast. Average highs about 45 degrees, and we are just going to be stuck in the upper 20s and 30s as we go through the next 10 days or so. And again, we're going to watch those clippers for next week very closely, especially if those could line up. That could mean some impacts to travel for us.
Let's get back to talking about this holiday-like weather because it's cold, Michael.
Yeah, I mean, Christmas arrived early with the Thanksgiving season, the snow and the cold, and it's not going anywhere.
We can't return this gift?
One day only, and we're past the window. Right. It's stuck here, unfortunately, and it's only going to get colder between now and the end of the week. So I hope you've unpacked the warm clothes because you're going to need them between now and really anytime over the next 7 days. Look outside now. We have feels like temperatures as cold as 17 here in Columbus, down to 20 over in Newark. Feels like 15 in Marysville right now. These temperatures will stay cold throughout the afternoon. We're only going to achieve about the low 30s today, and you can take about 10 degrees off at any point when it comes to the wind chill through this afternoon. We're going to see those wind chill values even for the evening commute down into the 20s and pushing back down into the teens as we head through the overnight tonight. As far as what we can expect for a high this afternoon, that only takes us to about 31. We'll see mostly cloudy skies. Where the sun does peek out, it may briefly feel warmer, but overall, you're not going to see many changes out there this afternoon, but at least it's not snowing. At least for now. That does change in the next couple of days. Snow chances back in the forecast by tomorrow morning. Some places even could see some on Friday, but that's mostly going to be southern counties in the 10 TV viewing area. So let's walk you through hour by hour to get you ready for what's ahead. We're going to skip the rest of today because no snow in the forecast today. We'll pick things up here early Thursday morning. We see this band of scattered light snowfalls works its way right through Columbus as we head toward about the 6 o'clock hour. May drop a quick dusting, some slick spots a possibility, but here's the good news. That pushes out quick and we clear things up by the afternoon. That means our big problem really isn't going to be this round of snow. It's going to be the cold that comes in after. We go from 28 out there to just 10 by Friday morning. That's why we have a 10 TV weather impact alert day in place for the first half of the day on Friday. Let me show you some of the temperatures you'll see as you head out the door Friday morning. Single digits outside the city. This is going to be near record cold across central Ohio, and any wind chill could push feels like temperatures down close to, if not below zero at times Friday morning. After that, we do get back into the mid 30s heading into the weekend. Another quick blast of snow possible by Sunday.
All right, back to our forecast this morning. We've had a few flurries fluttering down, but nothing too significant this morning. And if there are any delays, it probably had nothing to do with the snowfall for today. Maybe a little bit of patchy fog, but everybody is on time right now. One thing that you need to know for today, it's going to be very windy as well. Could have wind gusts over 25 miles an hour at times. There's our two coldest days, Thursday and Friday, with highs only in the lower 20s. A little bit more manageable this weekend if you'll be doing some holiday shopping. And then look at your extended forecast here. Maybe a more active weather pattern towards the middle of next week, but that doesn't guarantee it'll all be snow. Temperatures will likely rise back above freezing, maybe about a week from today. That's the latest on our 10-day forecast.
Driving during the winter can be tricky. Snow or ice can make the roads tough to navigate. Our reporters in Virginia and Ohio have the do's and the don'ts for driving in the snow and ways to prep your car ahead of the next storm.
The best advice for winter weather driving? Just don't do it. Stay at home if you can. If you can't avoid it, here's what you need to know. Our sources are the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, AAA, and Kelley Blue Book. So these are the top 3 things that you should do. First, keep your distance from other cars on the road. Second, never slam on the gas or the brake pedal, and get your car prepared for whatever happens. That means filling up on gas, checking your tire pressure and tread, and always keep an emergency kit handy. Our sources also weighed in on some common questions around snow driving. First up, should you speed up before you get to a hill? AAA says hitting the gas hard could make your wheels spin and reduce your control over the car. Instead, try and get a little inertia going before you reach the hill and let that carry you up. Next, can children's winter coats make your car seat less safe? The NHTSA says that's true. Puffy coats can lead to loose-fitting harnesses. Instead, dress your child in thinner layers and put blankets or coats on after the harness is secured. And this one is a very common misconception. So Kelley Blue Book says you should actually not put your windshield wipers up before the snow comes. That can damage the springs that keep the wipers flush with the glass. But even if you follow all this advice, you still might find your car slipping on ice. So listen up to this. If you start skidding, take your foot off the gas pedal. Fight that urge to just slam on the brakes and instead tap the brake pedal lightly. And if your car slips to one side or the other, steer your wheel in that direction. All this will help you regain traction and self-correct out of the skid. With your Verify, I'm Kyle Johnson.